Hello everyone, welcome back to the MADPACK. Yes, once again it is Saturday. It is time for Meatius to play his MADPACK. I look forward to my Saturdays all week long because I'm watching the comments, not the comments, but the tweets and stuff coming at me. You guys tell me about what you're enjoying with the MADPACK, and it's funny because like right now, the videos that you guys are seeing, you're actually thinking I'm going to be building in that other base, that crazy, that dungeon, but I haven't decided, or at the point you're watching, I haven't decided to not go there yet. But you will see in the next couple videos that I actually decided to come here with my piggy spawner. So I did a little bit of work here, not too much, just cleaned it up a little bit. Not much from what you guys saw last time. I did put in the tanks. Put in tanks here and on that side because couldn't really decide what to do with the with those corners, except I think the tanks would be good. This is going to be our power room as we talked about. Force engines. We're going to go with force engines at first. Besides that, oops. There we go. I've got my Magnum torch, and I've also got a chunk loader, as well as right up there is the meteor shield. But it's the standard meteor. You know what? Now that we're talking about that, let's look at that thing. Meteor shield, standard meteor. There was another one, but it talked about like if you add one of these guys, a red meteor gem. But I don't know how to actually make that. Meteor timer. Huh. I thought it said something about if you add a red meteor gem to it, it makes it stronger, maybe? Not 100% sure. But that being said, here's my idea, right? My idea, let's go back over here while we talk about it. I already got a force tree farm going. I took some wool from here. I want to automate that tree farm. We run so fast on the... Oh, you guys also said to put speed on my boots. So I made some new boots, and I did damage, speed, wing, and sturdy on them. So they're pretty fast, especially like if I run across water. Like instead of flying, run across here, it's so fast. Like see how fast this is going, and then when I... There we go. That is super fast. I like that. Now, the other thing is I think I'm going to leave this base here. Like, I'll leave the chunk loader here. I'll probably leave... I don't know what I'll do with the tank. You know what I'll do? No, I will transfer the liquid using one of my ender tanks into the new tank. I'll do it like that. Everything else we're going to take. But in order of priority, instead of just moving everything, what I was thinking about doing was getting the assembler, the big computer together for the ME so I can make patterns and make stuff quicker, because I'm going to need to make some new things like energy conduits and stuff like that to transfer power, because right now I just got the engines hooked right up to it, it's not the most efficient way. And we want to kind of try and keep things cleaned up a little bit more. So we're going to use piping for like the liquids. We're going to use energy conduits or some sort of energy piping. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to use yet, but I thought that maybe we should start making the CPU computer. We can build that. Once we get that built, might be able to move our ME stuff over there. No, you know what? I think I'm going to have to build some stuff here first. I might have to build... Yeah, we're going to build some stuff here. So the transition from this place to the other one may take a little while. But to do it right, I think that might be the way to do it. The thing we should do, though, is it's almost time to sleep. We should go check on our quarries, because I think this quarry here should be done. We missed size this one, but we did this one okay. This should be done. We could move over and grab this, which I believe is underwater. I don't think it sticks up. This one should still be going. This is the roguelike dungeon that we're actually quarrying out right there. Look at, did that pause time? It's 6:15. All right, I'm going to just wait a second. I'm going to see if that actually pauses time. It does. Going into the map actually pauses world time. I didn't know that. Huh. That's interesting. Kind of. Oh, you can only sleep at night. You can only sleep at night. You can only sleep at night. Nighttime, 6:32 p.m. Don't mind if I do take a nap. All right, let's go. We'll go move the quarry if it is, in fact, completoed. And we will come back and we're going to build some stuff. And the other thing is that we will not go into full build crafting mode, you know, episode after episode. Because I know that people do like the adventuring. And that's like the other part of it. Okay, this one is done. This one is done. And we'll go grab this building now. Let's see. Can I... you get like stuck in the water when you do that. All right, so I need my force wrench. I think I'll just force wrench everything. Gotta remember how to do all this. Do I want to force wrench everything or just break it? Force wrench it, I guess. And then this I'll break. Alright, that should be good. That should be good. Do I have any... I have my angel blocks. What the heck? Why did it get... Dude, why did it give me so many ender chests? Dude, don't tell me that these things are messed up now. Oh, those aren't ender chests. Those are ender tanks. Derp! Those are ender... But they say ender chests. Wow, I probably shouldn't have force wrenched those things. Should be able to break them. Yeah, you can break them. Are they? They're not all going to be... Okay, those are two blue ones. That's an ender chest. That's the... one of those. But I will force wrench the ender chest. Last time I force wrenched it, remember it got glitched out? And I don't know why. I don't know why it did, but it did. All right, so we were looking at getting some blocks here to build over plus this. All right, where is... Oh, no! All right, we need to get right to the... just outside... Actually, we're probably pretty close right here. It's hard to see under there. Oh, no, no, no. It's a little bit wider? I had to go down there. Oh, that's just a little area. No, it's right here. Here's the corner of it. I'll just do it like this. What the heck? Make sure it's right. Do it like this. Alright, there we go. Alright, so hopefully we have actually some landmarks. And I need one redstone torch. Alright, so put the landmark out. Put our redstone torch down. Get a little markage going on. We're gonna need angel block and this. Oh, derp. All right, let's find the edge of this bad boy somewhere in this region here. The angel blocks are actually they're kind of hard to place. They're not I mean, you know, if you're looking for an exact location, right? Put that right there. Give my block back. Get rid of these things. Okay, we'll go over here. And I still don't know. And to be honest with you guys, it doesn't really bother me whether I figure this out like with the 3 versus the 4. I think right about there is good. Actually, you could probably come in one more. Yeah, we could come in one more on that. 3 versus 4. What I mean by that is, you know, now I have 3 landmarks down. Why do I need to put out the 4th? Sometimes it seems to work for me. Other times it doesn't. I'm not sure, but we'll try it again. We'll try it again right now. We'll come over here. I try and do the same thing every time. If we break that, we click on that, it worked that time. See, I think that maybe I was clicking on it with the redstone still there, and maybe that was affecting it. I'm not 100% sure. Like I said though, it's not the end of the world. It's not really that big of a deal. Levers. Actually, the redstone torches work just as good as the levers. All right, so let's start with our quarry and our engines. If we put our quarry down right here. Doink! All right, we got that. And then engine here. Engine number 9. Hey, what the deuce? Why you crooked, man? There we go. All right. Put a block here. You gotta get the quarry going again. You know what I mean? All right. So in the middle, actually, let's put our ender chest up there. Okay, got our ender chest. We're gonna get our fluid tank here to start filling these bad boys, which they're still full from before. Why does it do this? Why does it do this? I don't understand that. Why does it put... You guys know that it did that last time over there and I took the stuff out. I guess when you force wrench it, I'm not sure. We need the water. Put it on top of each one like so. And I hope that they stayed in the correct position. All right, we'll start pumping that up. It should start drawing. It's drawing. What? Get out of here, dude. Get out of here. Do. Okay, so we still have a meteor shield up here, which should cover that area, I believe. Yeah, because all we're looking for is to cover this. You know, our little setup here, our little quarry setup. Let's make sure that the water... I gotta make sure that it's actually importing. Doesn't actually look like it. Red, blue, red, blue. Alright, let's turn this knob. Now it filled. So it's got to be red on top. That means that this needs to be red on top, even though it's not. So it's not filling, it looks like. Let's turn that to red. And now it's filled back up. Okay. So red on top, blue on the bottom to push out of the tank, and blue on the top to pull. All right, so this guy should be good. We should be good to go here. Let's go back. Wonder how this one's doing. Da-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na. How do you transition out? Okay. I already got that thing. Let's go down in here and look. Alright, we gotta be careful in here. Anybody home? I don't have any torches on me. So there's still more, obviously more stuff to get out of here. So we'll let that quarry do its thing. Where the heck am I? There's that. This tree farm should be pretty good. Let's look and see what it looks like. I didn't really leave any gaps. It looks pretty solid. And everything's growing. I'm gonna figure out how to do the let's see. It's the is it the planter? I don't think it's called the planter. Bottle plant. No, it's the... Oh, it is. There's a planter here. I'm thinking that the planter will plant trees, and then the other one would be called... I think this is Mine Factory Reloaded at Mine Factory Reloaded. The other one is called... Maybe the Harvester? The Rancher, I know we're going to use to milk cows. Fertilizer, veterinary station... Weather, sludge boiler. Who wants sludge? Breeder, grinder, auto enchanter. So it looks like we're going to use the planter to plant trees, a harvester to harvest them. We don't need a fisher, and then the rancher for the milking the cows. All right, so we'll let this thing do its thing. Get back in the water so we can run faster. You can see why I like Darkcraft. It's a little bit overpowered, I guess, in a way. But it's also fun. It's also fun, you know, doing all this stuff here. All right, so we've got the other quarry going. We wanted to start making the ME computer, right? The ME assembler, which requires containment walls, heat vents, crafting CPUs, the pattern encoder, I believe, pattern provider, and then we make a pattern encoder so we can build patterns to put in there. So those are all the things that we need to make. Do we have the stuff? We should have a whole lot of stuff from all the quarrying and everything we've been doing. So, all right, so these containment walls. The smallest one, I'm rubbing my face, sorry. The smallest ones you can make, I believe, are 3x3, which don't give you any crafting CPUs inside. Crafting CPUs speed up the process, right? So we want to make it, I don't want to make it too big. Usually I make them, like, when I make them 5x5, I think they're actually too big. And they take up so many of my resources. So if we make it 4x4, how many is that? 4, 8, 12, 30, 26, 32? 32 of them? I wonder if we can make enough. See if we can make 32 of these guys. We may run out of stuff. We'll see what we make. I think it's 32. I don't want to make too many. 32 of those. And then we need heat vents. If my number 32 is right, we would need 2, 4, 8, 12, 16, 24? 20. Oh, what were we minus there? We are minus something. Oh, this. ME cable. Can I make 64? Make 63. All right, we got 63 of those. Now we want, I think 20. Dude, if my math is off, I think 24 of these guys. 23, 24, 32. Because that's all the outside. These are the 24. All right, whatever. That should leave us a 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inside. Oops. Math, it's hurting my head. Let's make crafting CPUs. Can we make these guys? Let's see, if we make 5 of them, that should leave us 3 spots for these guys. Oh no, we're short. Pattern provider, what are we short here? Conversion matrices and storage cells? Conversion matrices and storage cells. Okay, so we need to make these guys. Let's see how many of these we can make. We'll make 10. And then the storage cells, do we have that? Let's make a couple of these guys. And then, how many of these I said I wanted? 3? 3 pattern providers should actually be enough. All right. That being said, let's go over there and see if this works. So this will be on the main floor because that's where I'm going to put the ME system. You know, we've got the power down below. I know you guys had said make a how do you? There we go. You get stuck in the water. You guys had said make another rod of return so I can go back and forth between the bases, but I don't know. Running back and forth or just boot flying it over here seems to work okay. All right, so this guy is going to be 4x4. Where should we put him? Don't really want to block a window. That's only 3 wide. All right, so if we bring another brick, kind of wanted to put it in a corner. Actually, it might look the coolest right here, centered on these 2 right here. All right, let's do that. Let's take this, and we'll center it right here. So we're going to go 4 by 4, right? So there's 4. 4. Like that, right? Now we're going to see if my math was correct, which, I don't know. Let's get rid of, we don't need this. I don't know why it gave me that. Seems like some kind of duplication glitch or something. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. It's not super critical at this point. All right, so we got 2, 3, 4. Let's see if this is right. Looks like it might be right. Let's say heat vents, right? So we got heat vents in here. You know it's right when you complete it because it will actually change. Okay, so if that's right, then my math should be right. My math should be right. All right. Now we've got pattern providers. We'll put in 3 pattern providers, and then the rest should be crafting CPUs. Like that. And then heat vents. And it should change when I place this block. Bam! Nice. Whoa, that's a big boy. All right, so that's going to be our crafting computer, and we will put our ME system somewhere. But I guess the best place to put it is right there centered, right? Because it's so big. When you walk in, you're like, dude, you got this giant computer in your place. What the deuce? Actually wouldn't mind moving this and doing the ME. You know what? We've got to come up through the floor with the cabling for this stuff, so we'll probably put it, maybe I'll put it to the side and we'll box in behind so it kind of hides the power cabling and the ME cables. But this is good. This is good right here. So we've got look at all these patterns we can put in here. With just 3 of those pattern providers, look at all of these plus 3 more screens of patterns we can put in here. And I like to get this done, like if you're going to start building a lot of stuff, get this done early. So like those conversion matrices, all those different things, a lot of the different stuff you can just have a pattern for and go into your ME access terminal and our crafting terminal and just craft it up. So that looks good. I guess the next step would be to make some actual, I wouldn't mind getting a rancher going first though. Maybe we should get the rancher, and we could do the rancher because we have the tanks already, right? We could do the rancher. Now, I don't know if I started any of the Mine Factory Reloaded stuff, so I won't have the plastics. These things, plastic sheets, shears aren't a problem. All right, let's try it. Let's see what we got here. Not 100% sure actually how to run these things yet, but let's just... All right, I don't have anything but a bucket. How do you make plastic sheets? Raw plastic, rubber. We need rubber. And weren't we doing something with rubber the other day? We have some rubber here. I don't want that in there. All right. Let's look at the rubber. Let's look at it. Let's take a look at the rubber. So we've got this rubber here, which we can't craft, but we can craft a rubber, raw rubber. I thought there was a way to... Wasn't there a way we were making rubber? I thought... Was it with clay and I screwed it up or something? Wasn't there a clay... I just did it. Well, I say I just did it. I just did it not too long ago in a video that you guys have seen, but for me, it could have been 2 weeks ago. So we got rubber wood, which we can do an extractor, I believe. We've got rubber saplings. Rubber tree saplings, rubber saplings. These are 2 different types of rubber trees. Probably one is the raw rubber. I don't know, maybe there's 2 different types of raw rubber. All right, I think that being said, we should probably get this stuff a-growing and while we do other things. Bone meal. I don't necessarily need a whole stack of it, I don't think. Would have been easier just to make a stack. All right. Did I make rubber trees over here somewhere? So our base is here. This is our closest, always our closest island. All right, we're just gonna go over here and make some rubber trees, I guess. All right. Rubber tree time. These aren't rubber trees, are they? Cypress. This is rubber right here. Do I get rubber from them when I knock them down? Normally you do. All right, let's try this out. All right, there we go. Let's do this. Let's chop these bad boys down. We got a rubber tree island right here. What the deuce? That's oak. That is oak. That is oak. Did I just plant those here? Oh man, I thought this was like a rubber tree island. That is cypress. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Shovel time. All right. Hey, give my shovel back, man. I'm gonna make a little flat spot here. That's rubber. Nice. That's rubber right there. Don't mind if I do. I'm gonna make a little flat spot here and grow some rubber trees. Because we're gonna need, obviously, for the Mine Factory Reloaded stuff, it uses a lot of plastic and plastic, rubber. You know what I'm saying. You know where I'm going with this. I always do this too, right? So like I'll say I'm gonna make a little flat area, and I start knocking it off, and then there's a little area that's not quite as, it still has some blocks, and I take it down a whole nother level. It's probably annoying, but it's just one of those things, it's one of those things I gotta do. All right, get rid of this guy, get rid of that, rat, and you. Where's my dirt at? Where's my dirts at? Fill this in. Now these are probably not like forest trees where I actually have to keep some distance between them so they actually grow. All right. Come on. You can do it. Not there. There, and get rid of you and you. Ooh, apple. Nice, delicious. What'd you guys think of the Lucky Block episode? I tell you what, that was a lot of fun. We're definitely going to do more of those. I had too much fun doing that. All right, so rubber tree. Let's get these other ones here. Yeah, rubber time. Rubber time. That's a rubber tree right there. So I didn't plant all of these. This is definitely somewhat of a rubber tree island, I guess. All right, that's good. This is pretty big. I wouldn't mind. Here I go again. I can't help myself. I don't know what I would do if I was able to just leave things, how there's things that, not they annoy you, but it's like, you're like, well, that just isn't right. It's not just exactly the way you want it. I don't know how it would feel to actually leave stuff and because I think it would just sit there and annoy me the whole time. I'm pretty sure it would. All right, this is it. I'm not going to expand it anymore. I promise. Just doing this right here. Get out of here. There we go. All right, rubber. Oak saplings, rubber tree saplings. So these are the same type of saplings that I had gotten from the... Let's see. If we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 should be enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. 1, 2, 3. I know I said I wasn't going to do any more, but 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now let's test those out before we go plant a whole field of stuff. That worked, that worked, that worked, that worked, and that worked. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And do I have any torches on me? I have these blue force torches. So let's put like this, and it kind of will make it, you're able to plant things faster that way. I might have to extend it out one more if I can't get another row of 5 in here. I know I promised not to do it, but you gotta make it right. Alright, so sapling, sapling, a sapling, sapling. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh, you're good. You, sir, are good. That was totally planned out. No, it wasn't. I'm lying. Lying to you guys. Where's my shovel go? Shovel time. I could be in danger here too. Remember, this is the MADPACK. I might need to just knock a little bit of this away so it doesn't, so it will grow. We'll try that right there. See if that grows. Yep, we're good. That looked like it was farther than normal. All right, let's grow these bad boys. Grow! We need some rubber. Perfect. That. This is so good. This is how you... I mean, I could do another harvester for rubber. If I find that like I need a ton of rubber, I'll probably do... I'll do a planter and harvester for it. But this right here, we'll see after I do this one time how much I have. That one's actually... That's why it threw me off. It's actually over 1. That's okay. That'll work for us. Delicious rubber tree. All right, good. Perfect. See what I mean by the torches? They make it a lot easier. Except I put that one on the wrong side. It's this one that goes on the other side. Dun 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 dun. All right, how much do we have? We have, look at that, 2 stacks. Let's just grow this. Because I don't know how much rubber it takes to make like all the plastic that we're gonna need. But while we're here, we might as well get a bunch of it. I'll harvest it one more time and then I'll replant and be done with it. Because it does not take that long to harvest. Now that I'm actually using my axe. Alright. Delicious. You are good. Rubber tree! Raw rubber. Alright. Replant it. Oops. Replant. We should be good. Should be good for now. And when we need more, this was on... Nah, I did it again! How many times am I going to do that? Chicka boom, chicka boom. Alright, perfect. I'll just grow them. What the deuce? I got bone meal. I'm not going to harvest these, though. They'll be here when we come back. Perfect. How much did we end up with? Oh, wow. Look like 3.5 stacks. That's a lot. It's a lot of stackage. And it's nighttime and no mobs bothered us over there. I think they were scared. I think they might be scared. You know what? Someone said, oh, I bet you that's one right there. That there's special clouds with bosses in them. We'll check that. We're going to go check that next episode. But we're gonna put our stuff away because just in case we die. Let's try one of these and make sure it makes rubber. Rubber bars. Rubber bars was okay for that, right? Rancher. Rancher for the plastic to get raw plastic. Rubber bars, yes, to get raw plastic. We are fine. So we will max these bad boys out. Get all the rubber going. Wow, we went 35 minutes. Oh my gosh. All right, guys. So I'm gonna cook up. I'll cook up this rubber. I can't stop playing. I would give you hour-long episodes, but not everybody can watch the super long ones. Once in a while, I'll get all nuts crazy and actually run over. But that's good for you. It's good for me because I enjoy playing it. I'm gonna cook up the rubber. We'll make some plastic. We'll continue on next episode, but we will go up into those clouds and see if there's a boss up there and see if we can fight him. All right. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next episode.